Introduction. The textile manufacturing and fabrication industry is well known for its complex processes such as weaving. These processes often expose workers to a wide range of workplace hazards, including physical, chemical, biological, ergonomic, and sometimes even psychosocial risks. To manage these hazards, industries use systematic approach like hazard identification and risk assessment. These methods help in evaluating potential risks based on their severity and likelihood. The main goal of this study is to help reduce accidents and occupational illnesses in textile workplace. Okay, before we get into our significance of study, I'll be discussing our objectives. Our main objectives are to identify the major source of hazards and occupational risks in textile processes, to assess the effectiveness of current safety and health control measures, to evaluate the likelihood and severity of identified hazards. Our significance of study. For the community, our study promotes safer industrial practices that can reduce the chances of accidents or health hazards that may affect nearby communities. For the government, it provides valuable data that can help strengthen regulatory bodies, improve safety guidelines, and ensure compliance with both national and international standards such as OSHA and ISO. For the industry, it helps textile manufacturers identify key workplace hazards and evaluate whether existing safety measures are effective in protecting workers.
In this slide, I will talk about the background of textile industry. So textile industry is a major industry that produce a lot of clothes and yarn. In this textile industry, occupational hazard refers to long-term and short terms associated with the workplace and environment. These include a few major hazards such as ergonomic hazard, physical hazard, psychosocial hazard, chemical hazard, and biological hazard. So move on to the physical hazard. Physical hazard in OSH refer to potential risks that can cause a physical harm to the workers. It involves handling a machine such as weaving, dyeing, and spinning. Move on to the chemical hazard. A chemical hazard is any substance that may cause illness to the workers, such as irritation or maybe death. Since textile industry is highly independent on the chemical. Move on to the next slide. This is one of the few major hazards in this textile manufacturing industry. So one of it is biological hazard and psychosocial hazard. So what is biological and psychosocial hazard? Biological hazard usually refer to infectious agent such as virus, bacteria, fungi, and parasite that may cause illness to the workers. Psychosocial hazard, on the other hand, usually refer to design and management work of an industry. It can lead to physical and mental harm. And this is the few example of biological hazard, such as bacteria, fungi, and mold in raw fibers, also contaminated water system. Moreover, for psychosocial hazard example is work stress, long hours, fatigue, and shift work. So what is ergonomic hazard? Ergonomic hazard occur when the demands of the work task exceeded the worker's ability. So this is few of the example of ergonomic hazard, which is awkward posture, manual handling of heavy loads, poor workstation design. Move on to the health effects from major hazard. The first one is physical hazard. This involving a hearing loss, heat stress, and machinery accidents. For chemical hazard, skin burns, respiratory disease, and poisoning from the chemical that workers handle. And the last one is biological hazard. This involve an infection or allergies to the chemical that been used during the process of clothes or yarn making.
Okay, now I'm going to talk about chapter 3, the methodology of risk assessment in textile manufacturing. First of all is the methodology. About the hazard associated with textile manufacturing sector has been provided. This include information of hazard identification, risk exposure, worker and environmental risk. Is the research the literature of the information by getting a valid source such as document about hazard identification and risk assessment in textile manufacturing. It follow a systematic and structured approach to ensure accurate hazard identification, risk assessment, and implementing the right control measure scenario. Next is a research approach. The hazard that will identify can be from the physical hazard, chemical hazard, biological hazard, economic hazard, psychosocial hazard, and the lastly is an environmental hazard. Okay, I'm gonna talk about data collection method. There is a workplace assessment. First of all, it is spinning section, weaving section, dye and finishing section, chemical study area, boiler and utility area. Then is a interview that will conduct with machine operators, chemical handlers, maintenance personnel, and safety managers. Lastly is a review of safety record, that is accident and incident reports, material safety data sheet, machinery maintenance logs, and emergency response procedure. Then I'm gonna talk about hazard identification. Their study will use hierarchy, risk matrix, FMEA, and hazard. Then there's a hierarchy methodology following hazard identification, risk assessment, risk control, monitoring, and review.
So next, chapter 5, I will talk about hazard identification, risk assessment and control measure. So this is the hazard that we find in the textile industry. So as you can see, it shows that the textile factory face two critical high risks which demand immediate attention: irreversible hearing damage due to excessive noise and severe eye and skin damage caused by handling chemicals during dyeing and printing. Additionally, the analysis also had medium risk of physical finger and hand injuries across multiple operations, including spinning, weaving, sewing, and general machinery use. So next, I will show the control measure for the hazard in the slide before. List of our hazard is spinning and weaving, dyeing and printing, handling raw fibers, sewing, hearing damage, and machinery. So I will just include all the general control measure for all of these hazards. First is elimination. Stop using the toxic chemical in the manufacturing process entirely. Second, substitution. Switch to quieter electric or hydraulic tools. Third, engineering controls. Install physical machine guards or safety interlocks. Fourth, administrative control. Mandatory training on safe work practice. And lastly, PPE. Wear safety goggles, chemical resistant glove, and earmuff.
Okay, now is for the chapter 5. The last chapter is conclusion and recommendation. Okay, I gonna talk about the conclusion. The conclusion for the hierarchy table is two specific hazard pose at a high risk that requires irreversible hearing damage from noise pollution and severe eye and skin damage from chemical and fiber exposure. The solution involves two steps. First, implementing administrative control, and secondly, by ensuring the correct use of personal protective equipment, or also known as PPE. Beyond these life-altering risks, the organization also addressed the common medium risk of fingers and hands injuries across multiple tasks by striking installing the machine guards. Okay, lastly, I'm gonna talk about recommendation. Okay, the first is the management should be strengthen the implementation of a comprehensive risk management system by conducting regular hazard identification and risk assessment. The secondly is the engineering control must be prioritized. This includes installing proper machine guard and upgrading ventilation system. Okay, the second last is the worker training programs should be enhanced. Workers must receive continuous training on safe machine operation and chemical handling. And then lastly, the correct selection and the strict enforcement of personal protective equipment, or also known as the PPE, usage is essential.